We're really excited to finally get a chance to pitch this game to you. We've been working on it for a while, and we're excited to show it. The project is The Kingdom Cold. I'm Joel Clark. I'm the design lead for the project. This is Kathan Tellis. He's the tech lead. Let's get started. All right. So The Kingdom Cold is a co-op puzzle horror game in which two Arctic explorers are trapped in a mysterious ice sphinx. They must actively work together to navigate the dark caves of the Sphinx and escape the curse that they've unleashed. So, the objective of the game is, of course, for these two players to escape the Sphinx entirely. In order to do that, they're going to have to explore to find the way out. But it's not so easy. In order to get out, they're going to have to manipulate the terrain of the Sphinx. So they'll extrude the terrain and subtract it. For example, if there's a high platform that they need to reach, they might have to extrude two platforms and then jump up to that point. Or they might be trapped in a cave area and they don't know the way out. But they search around a little bit and they find a place in the wall that they can subtract, opening a door to a new area of the level. So how exactly is this terrain manipulation going to happen? Well, there's mystical light beams penetrating the caves of the Sphinx. And by using your relic that you got at the beginning of the game, you're able to focus those beams. And what the light hits, you're able to change that terrain and extrude it and subtract it. So what exactly is going to provide the complexity for this mechanic? Well, the first thing is that this light doesn't only interact with your relic. It will interact with parts of the environment. So there's some ice on the wall. The light will reflect off of that ice. And you might have to chain a couple of those reflections together. There might be pointed objects that split the light into two beams, allowing you to make two changes at once. We're going to add tools like that to really complexify the game. But I think the element that really adds to this is the co-op. By adding that second player, we extend that mechanic even further. So you're able to reflect the light further through the level around obstacles. You might also be standing at two separate light sources, making two changes at once. And in doing that, of course with co-op, you have to communicate with one another. And that's going to be hard, especially in this environment, and especially with the horror. So these caves are going to be dark. It's going to be hard to see far in front of you. While the players are trying to solve these puzzles and think logically, we're going to keep them on edge and always be wondering what's going to come out of the darkness. They might hear something just out of the blue, or they might see a flash of something and wonder what's going to come out of them. But what good would that darkness be if there weren't things to come out actually at you? So that's why we have monsters in the caves of the Sphinx. The most exciting one I'm wanting to pitch to you is the Scarab monster. This is a swarm of deadly scarab beetles that fly around and form into shapes and will literally stalk you around the levels. You'll be constantly wary of where these are while you're solving the puzzles. So now we're going to show you the teaser trailer that we've put together so far.
Plugging in the sound real fast.
Oh, just go to the website.
Sure. We got a website?
Yes.
I like the
Chrome.
Engineers.
Oh, choose that one? Which one?
New tab.
Hard. Okay. How do I scroll right?
Give it permission.
Let it be. You can wait.
And enter.
How do I? Thanks. All right. Okay.
Here, refresh. Just play that one.
All right, sure. How do I get back to that out of the screen? Yeah, what's it on YouTube?
Just go to YouTube and look at the full
My friend YouTube.
That's cool.
Okay, I give you the
All right.
concept trailer
All right.
for the Kingdom Cold.
Here you go. Sorry about the delay. This new sound. That's fine.
Well, it seems like we don't have sound. So here's some concept art we've got going. There's the Sphinx. This is part of the prototype that we've built already. There's some awesome music to this that our composers from Berkeley made. If we can get it going, it'd be great. But if not, you can check out the trailer on our website. It'll show it, the link at the end of the video. So this is the
Take
idea.
special note of like some of the things like the scarab beetle monsters, this kind of environmental art of what we're going for.
Sort of
Look
the-
and feel for the things, dynamic tessellation. I'll be talking about that in a second. This is kind of how the flare would look inside the environment.
So this is the idea for a hub room that we have. Oh.
Jeremy, everybody.
Yeah,
That's fine.
the Kingdom Cold.
work.
It's fine. That's the end of the video anyways.
Yeah, alright. You can check out that video later on our website.
Sure. Can we get back to the PowerPoint?
And there's our website, tkc.insidious.com or just insidious.com.
Okay. Alright. So I want to start by saying that I really like that trailer, and there's two things that I really like about it. The first is that it really shows off our art direction and where we want to go for the art. And the second is that it shows off the really cool graphical effects and effects that we're going for. And one of them, namely, is this idea of dynamic tessellation. And I'm pretty sure you saw that the hand coming up. And the way in which we do that is that we actually transform one object into another. In this case, it was the plane being subdivided and then having a hand grow out of it. And the way in which we do this, and the way it's meaningful, is that it's very important for the artist to understand this. The artist will be using cutting-edge technology and maps such as displacement map and vector displacement maps. And using this as kind of like a UV map, where we trace each thing to each coordinate and push it out to a certain level. And that's the way in which we do it. And in addition to this, dynamic tessellation really showcases the artist's talent, because it allows the artist, dynamic tessellation allows the artist to really show off the small intricacies of their models. If you imagine a camera zooming in on a monster's face and having the skin peel back or crazy effects happening, this really shows off the power of the dynamic tessellation and the high-level details. And these are the art positions that we're looking for. We have 3D environmental artists who are going to be making the natural environment of the caves. We're going to have 3D character modelers who actually go out and create the scarab beetle frame and animations. We're going to have them create the queen and all the other characters, including the ones who are the players themselves. And not only do the artists have opportunities, but the designers as well. And if you recall what Joel was saying about all the crazy effects that we can do and the way in which we can expand the light and the things we can reflect off, and having co-op, this allows for endless possibilities that we can use with the mechanic. And that means that we need designers who can bring all these abstract elements together to make a concrete puzzles and very powerful level design. In addition, since this is a horror experience, we need to have the players suspend the belief of where they are and actually feel like they're part of this game. And for that reason, we need designers who can truly tell the diegetic nature of the story through the level and through the experience. And lastly, this is the list of the designers that we have. Design positions. Of course, we're going to have gameplay designers and level designers. And sound is integral to the game. But one more thing to note about the designers is that since we're working in the Prime engine, these designers are going to have technical experience. And moving in this industry and game industry, is heading towards designers need to have technical experience, whether it's programming or scripting or designing their own tools. The Kingdom Cold will offer you the opportunity to do all of that. And last but not least are the engineers. As I mentioned, we're working in the Prime engine, and this gives our engineers direct access to source code and GPU shaders. If you want to stand out when you're recruiting next year, or whenever that might be for you, this is an opportunity to get direct access and truly build an engine and implements the systems. And as we mentioned before, we have very advanced AI in this game. Scarab beetles that actually will swarm towards you and attack the player, as you saw in the concept video. For this, we need very strong AI programmers. And if you are one of those, definitely come out and see this game, or work on this game. In addition to this, we have advanced graphical effects. As I mentioned before, the tessellation. But not just that, we have God rays and glow and many other advanced graphical effects that we want to implement in this game. And lastly, we're going to have close mentorship from our faculty advisor, Artem Kovalovs, who we are honored to have since he made the Prime engine himself. He has told me personally that he will work with our team if we are selected and sit down and closely mentor our students. So not only do they understand the Prime engine, but they understand working in large code bases and make our game a success. These are the positions that we have available for engineers. We have 17 members on our team, 17 dedicated members, and we have worked hard to put together not just the material that you've seen here, but also a prototype that you will see next week at the pitch day. If you are a person who really wants to succeed in the game industry, and you're a person that really wants to challenge themselves, then I highly encourage you to join the Kingdom Cold. Once again, my name is Kathan Tellis, and I'm the engineering lead. This is Joel Clark, our lead designer. Mike Longley, right there, guys, our art lead, and Min Tet, our producer. Please come up and talk to one of us. I guarantee that you will not regret this experience and this opportunity.